points per game. Only Pitt scored more points per game among ACC teams. Quick pass to Landon King, one of their tight ends. He was sacked 4 times. That was a season high. Nate Shepard, the freshman running back Taylor McGregor was talking about, taken down by Jason Hammond. Hayes' great togetherness. Out of the pistol, Castle remains the running back, and he slams ahead for a first down. It's a nice duo. Shepard, the lead back, and then semi-finalist for the Joe Moore Award as the best offensive line in the country. They give Mensah plenty of time. Shepard took the check down, broke a tackle from James Jackson, and he's near another UVA defense in Durham. Shepard has the first down. He's across midfield. Castle went in motion to the left. It's a screen to the right. And Keyshawn Brown is dumped for a loss of 2. Maddox. Mensah hit as he throws. Still got it to Barkate. For a gain to the 46-yard line to pick up a 5. Do have some tricks up their sleeve, we are told, perhaps for later on. 3rd down and 7. Mensah rolling left, has a receiver, has a first down. Samir Hagens get a running back. 4-man rush. They get pressure on Mensah. He dumped it over the middle. And Hazley upended, well short of the first down by Landon Danley, with Castle the running back. They faked it to Castle, and it's caught for a first down at the 25-yard line. Landon King is sick. Virginia with the long ball control drive. They bring pressure. Mensah throws over the head of his intended target. Keyshawn Brown, he's now 6 out of 7 for 39 yards. Nate Shepard back in. Stutter steps ahead near the 21. And Chandler Morris can drive. They've taken up just about half of the quarter. Nate Shepard, a nice catch. He has another Duke first down. Christian Charles, a back. More than 8 minutes on the move for Duke. Shepard tripped up an enormous tackle, because Shepard had all kinds of room along the sideline, but down. 1 second, they get it off. Mensah. That looked doomed from before the snap. He managed to get a 1-yard gain. A 9.5-minute drive of Virginia blitz. A screen against it. Jeremiah Hazley, touchdown. All 4 have come in the last 5 games. Todd Polino for the extra point. 75 yards in 15 plays in 9 minutes. A 24-year-old in his first year at Virginia. Fake the toss, throws down the hash marks, caught by Trell Harris. So Morris on target right out of the gate. Looks for the check down for Jamari Taylor. There's a flag down. The ball's out of the end of the play. Duke has the ball. He's a terrific thrower on the move. He pitches it to Whaley. Drags tacklers with him. Trey Freeman made the stop. And when we spoke with the Duke tonight is to cage Morris, keep him in the pocket. He throws the quick hitter out wide to Harrison Whaley for a first down. The tempo effective for UVA.
And I like the use of tempo. You just
in second team all ACC. Whaley again behind that offensive line. Good call by Des Kitchings, their offensive coordinator, on 1st and 15, the run.
Both of them outstanding.
Nothing doing that time for Whaley. He's dropped for a 1-yard loss by Tyshawn Reed, the defensive end. They've struggled for a lot of the year on defense, particularly pass coverage. Morris, they caged him in that time and dropped him back at the 28-yard line. Wesley Williams, long field goal try for Will Bettridge. Accurate kicker, doesn't have a huge leg, and that one's no good. From 40 on the opening drive tonight. Had 5 first downs on their way to the touchdown. The collision, Samir Higgins ran into some of his own buddies, and Ethan Minter was. Darian Mensah intercepted, underthrew his intended receiver, and it was picked off by Corey Colton, the first takeaway of the game. Second interception for the freshman from Baltimore, Costner. Morris comes out rolling out on first down, fires to the sideline and caught. Legal procedure penalty against Virginia. Jamari Taylor taken down from behind, just shy of the line to gain by Aaron Hall. Really been a lifesaver for this Duke defense. On the check down, Jamari Taylor, nifty run after the catch, and a touchdown. It's his first touchdown reception of the season. He's a very good receiver out of the backfield. 40 catches for the year. For the first time he took one into the end zone. Will Bettridge ties the game with the extra point. Set up the short field for Virginia. They needed just 23 yards to score the game-tying touchdown. Nate Shepard did well to get a yard. Mitchell Melton, Daniel Rickert, defensive ends, part of the. Given plenty of time, dumps it off over the middle for Shepard, fighting for every inch. 2 yards short of the first down. Virginia crowds the line with Castle in there. They knew he was going to get the call on third down and short, and they stuffed him. A little over a year ahead. Oh, there's a fake punt on a short snap, and Duke executes it to pick up the first down. Properly. On 2nd and 9, Mensah surrounded, got it off, and a nice diving catch made by Cooper Barkate. Barkate's in his first year. 113 catches for Harvard in 3 years. Here's Shepard. Dragged down by Corey Costner, the man who had the interception a moment ago. But Mensah to the right. And they give it to him for a first down. Crossed midfield before he got driven back. Including the game-winning touchdowns. They came from behind to win in Chapel Hill. And he shows he can do more than just get a yard. Some nice footwork. Played in 53 in those games, including the regular season finale. And they scored 49 against Wake Forest. Mensah stripped, the ball knocked out of his hand by Daniel Rickert. Duke got it back, but a big loss. Goes as a sack for UVA, their first of the night for a 9-yard loss. Mensah on 3rd and 14. Deep ball, single coverage. Diving catch made by Samir Hagan. Jaden Mayaba of USC, the only quarterbacks with more. He's a terrific deep ball thrower. Shepard stayed on his feet and scores. Nate Shepard, the go-ahead touchdown. And Todd Polino adds the extra point. In addition to the, here's Chandler Morris running away from the rush. They didn't cage him in that time. He got 8. Of course, the Big Ten, the SEC, and convinced the committee they're deserving of it by virtue of their victories. They have 8 against Power 4 competition. James Madison wouldn't have any, but then again,
It's the 5 losses, probably going to be too much to overcome.
Here's Morris under duress and tried to check it down. It's an incomplete pass. Harrison Whaley ran after just to make sure it was not. Bama after the Tide lost today to Georgia. in the SEC Championship game. Here's Jamari Taylor. Good move. And he got enough for the first down as he went 20 to go in the half. Cameron Courtney was the motion man. He's wide open at the far sideline and went out of bounds. Short of the first down. You've got 5.
More sound and fundamental on that side of the ball.
Harrison Whaley flagged down. He's down short of the first down by about 1.5 yards. Tackled by Aaron Hall, graduate student. 32 first-year transfer players, including Morris to Taylor, both first-year transfers. And a big story, perhaps undertold, Greg, around the country. I want to thank the people who gave the money, but I don't know who they are. 3rd down and 9, and the pass is batted out of midair and almost intercepted. There's some teams that have had terrific seasons that should be rewarded and aren't going to be because there just isn't enough room. Nate Shepard, the ball carrier. You think about the teams outside.
Incredible stuff.
And the Fansville ad's pretty good too. 2-minute timeout. Maddox Marcellus still not on the field for Virginia, and that's a problem. 8 on 3rd down and 7. Menson trouble, got it off to Shepard, but he gets belted down with a very short gain. And Tony Elliott's no timeouts for UVA, starting from their own 30. Pressure coming from his left. He dumped it off to the right. It's incomplete. Taylor couldn't hang on. And it's probably just as well for Virginia. We've run only 19 offensive plays in the half against a 4-man rush. Back shoulder throw caught. Jamal Edrin yanked down. 46-yard line. First down. Uncertain of what to do, and he elects to throw it away. He's a very smart player, the son of a Colt. Chad's here tonight. He's taking a year out from coaching to watch his son play. Chandler on target, short of the first down. Down is Trell Harris at the 49. They got 5 they need.
It's looking like man coverage from Duke.
Morris with pressure up the middle. Ball batted up in the air, and it falls incomplete. Wesley Williams got his hand on it,
which is big when it comes to the evaluation between Miami and Notre Dame.
Yes, that'll be another big question. Straight ahead is Anderson Castle. Those rankings are brought to us by AT&T. 5-yard gain for Castle. No, it's going to come down to 3 teams for 2 spots. Alabama, Notre Dame, and Miami. I'm not quite as sure as you are that Alabama's definitely in. Castle for 5 yards and a first down. Mensa looking like he now wants to take a shot, forced to run. Gets to the 32. Well, Duke uses it at number 25 and think they deserve that. Again, the committee seemed to be saying, hey, Duke, even if you win, we've got James Madison ranked ahead of you, and they won. Landon Danley chased.
I think the conversation will be they should be ahead of Notre Dame.
Well, again, did they put those 2 teams next to each other now so that they could go to that head-to-head? You know, they've had Notre Dame ahead of Miami in all the rankings.
Yes.
Cade Reynoldson's punt ends the half. Chandler Morris and Virginia down by a touchdown. Duke with the lead. Teams that lead at halftime have won 16 of the